Morning, it's 8:12. Good to see you today. It is one of the most sensitive subjects you can bring up with your child. Personal hygiene, shower, shaving, deodorant. At what age do you start the conversation? Dr. Susan Schroeder, a dermatologist at the University of Colorado Hospital, is here to help answer questions all parents have at some point or another. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. So we were just talking in the break. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and this is a whole new world. You don't want to be critical, but there are so many changes going on. How do you start talking to kids about skincare and hormones and all of those things?
You know, I think the easiest thing to do for a child that is 12 and is starting to go through puberty is to take them with you when you go shopping. If you're going to the skincare store, or if you're going to the supermarket, and just start looking at these things with them, and exposing them to that way.
What a great suggestion. Let's say we're talking skincare and you have a child who's starting to get some blemishes, but they don't say anything about it. You know you could help them with it, but how do you know if they won't overreact if you say something?
You know, it is a touchy subject because children are individuals, and some just are oblivious and other children are hypersensitive. My daughter is the opposite. She comes to me, and of course she knows I'm a dermatologist, so she is ready to hear my advice. But really, I think the best thing may be to, when you go to the store with them, to sort of point out some of these things. You know, this is good for for skin that's your age, or acne-prone skin, and just sort of offer gentle suggestions that way, as opposed to sitting them down formally and telling them that they need to do a certain regime.
Can you say the same for, say, deodorant? Would you like to try this? I mean, how do you do that? If you're in the store, I don't know how that goes over, but there is a point where we can't necessarily tell if we need it.
That's true. I would say to just approach it again gently, and say, you know, this is, you're entering a teenage or a tween area, and you know, it may be time to be using deodorant. And here's some nice, they have beautiful, smelling products on the market, and some of those are appealing to tweens.
Sure.
So.
What about little kids? At what age should they be able to take care of their own shower or face washing, things like that, well enough, maybe hair brushing and doing their own hair, all those things that we want to step in as parents and do it for them?
Right.
When should they start doing it on their own? About
7, 8 years of age, they should start to be able to take that on by themselves. And I would recommend a gentle wash, something like Cetaphil cleanser, Dove soap, something gentle at that age, twice a day, in the morning and at night.
Okay. And how often should they shower or bathe? Little kids.
Little kids, you're talking about 5 years old, 8 years old.
Does it change as they get more active?
Exactly.
Okay.
As you become close, as a child gets closer to puberty, they produce more hormones, and they're going to be sweating more, and so things change, and they can become a little bit more stinky, so they're going to want to be showering more frequently. Little kids, 6, 7, 8 years old, you don't need to shower necessarily or bathe every single day. 2 to 4 days, depending on the child, is reasonable.
Well, your daughter's lucky to have you, because you know what you're doing with this. Thank you so much. We appreciate you helping us out with that. And in tomorrow's At What Age segment, another topic parents and kids alike dread: how and when to talk about the facts of life. So